Going back to the me, my sport, and I, the sport that I chose to focus on is distance running, and distance running specifically in track and field. So I start with a warm-up. Depending on the athlete and the day, it would be anywhere from 10, 15, 20, or even 30-minute warm-ups done at an easy, moderate pace, starting slower than recovery run pace and working down to about recovery run pace. Then there would be time for using the bathroom, getting water, changing in to workout, breaking spikes from the training shoes or just regular run shoes. Then a captain would be drills. These are just what I got in high school. I'm sure they're done by different names for different people. There's A skips, B skips, huggies, reverse huggies, high knees, butt kicks, things like that. These would be done in order to work on it. And after this, if athletes need extra time to do more dynamic stretching that isn't listed here, then they can go ahead and do that. But the things I've listed here are the ones I absolutely want to be done because they work on a bunch of different parts of the body to get us really loosened up. The mobility I have would be done on non-workout days. Hurdle drills, there's a variation in order of how to do them. Leg swings, same thing. Speed ladder can be done on both workout or regular recovery run days. And the extra mobility stuff is for people who need an extra warm-up, or on that day if we really want to practice loosening up if we're having a speed workout, or I want the recovery run to be at a little faster pace, that would be done. The workouts, there's four main types of workouts we're going to do. There's speed days, which I would categorize anything from 600 meters down. This includes intervals in between, so it doesn't have to be an exact whole number. And the pace would be at 800 or 1600 meter race pace. And it would most likely include longer rests between reps or sets. So that would be 3, 4, 5 minutes long in between sets or even reps. If it's short rest between reps, then the set rest would be longer. Speed endurance days would be 800s, 1000s, things all the way up to about 1600 meters. And those paces would be mile, 3K, or even 5K paces. Those rests would probably be shorter, and they would be active recovery rest depending on the day. These days are also known as higher volume workout days. All the speed and speed endurance workouts would be in the form of same rep intervals, so that means 800 repeats, mile repeats, 400 repeats, or they could be ladder type workouts going 400, 800, 1200, 1600, back down, 1200, 800, 400. Threshold days would be tempos. That's anywhere from 4 to 6 miles usually. For girls, it may be a little less. It could be anywhere from 2, 3 to even 4 or 5, depending on the level of the athlete. Tempo paces would be done about 20 to 30 seconds slower than 5K pace, depending on the athlete. There also can be fartleks. It's basically however much you're running at a hard pace, you're going to take equal recovery off of that, or even less. So you could do 1 minute on, 1 minute off, or there could be 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, and that's just to build a little bit of active lactic acid, but still have a pace that's being pushed on the recovery. The last one is strength work. This is more kind of just base stuff, so that could be hills or long steady state runs, which are about 10 or 20 seconds slower than your tempos, but faster in recovery pace. The last thing is body weight training. I've listed a bunch of them: squats, things that work on the quads, hamstrings, calves, biceps, triceps, and even back. There can be a variation of them. Different things will be done on different days, and these are to only be done after workout days. Core, I've listed also a bunch of things. I would usually choose about 5 or 6, and each exercise would be done with 30 to 45 seconds, and there would be 2 or 3 sets of them. Lastly, we finish up the day with 20 seconds of each stretch and 2 to 3 stretches for each muscle group. And then for athletes who need extra things, recovering, such as rolling out, icing, or even using a Theragun or recovery gun. And that is my master plan for the whole year.